Alright, we're going to do a little update with the iPhone 4S talking about swivel. I mentioned a long time ago, people were asking about, can you do the swivel fast or slow? Of course you can do it slow. It just takes a lot more work, a lot more concentration. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to show you, why I started doing the swivel. Okay, when we all know when we start out, we play heel down. And then Colin Bailey taught us generations ago, like way back in the 60s. Basically, if you're playing heel down, your heel's locked here and you can't go any faster, you simply lift your foot and pivot forward. Okay, people automatically are going to ask why the pedal's noisy. Because the axis pedal is basically using the Velcro to attach to the rug, because I don't have a holder, because I'm just trying a rubber pearl pad here, and it's not hooked, it's just hooked up on a rack for practice. So that's okay. Okay, so it's noisy, but now you can see. Okay, then when I'm here, I kind of find there's a I have to find there's a balance point between when I'm swiveling or when I'm playing to feel comfortable. When I wanted to swivel this way, I showed you guys a big motion, like in to get a note, out to get a note, in to get a note, out to note. And people say you can't do it slow. Okay, watch. Let's slow it down. Okay. I don't know if I can go much slower now. It's pretty slow. Okay, I think that's about as slow as I can go. That's as slow as I'd want to go. I mean, like I said, I'm only doing the transitions of things from one. When I can't, if I'm going to play, I probably will go like that. But if I want to do if I can feel the tension, if I'm doing a floor, if I want that kind of a sound, well, then I'm going to swivel, because it, to me, just seems natural. And I actually chose to swivel instead of I could feel more of a cardiovascular workout. So for me, this then there's a transition. Watch there. You see, I'm physically playing every note. And then I find a point where I'm from here. When I was doing the pump, and then I started so I started swiveling there. So it's like I said, it's just personal preference of however you want to do it. For me, if I want to play patterns, rhythmical patterns, instead of just swiveling or doing the pump, I was physically trying to play there. See, I'm using the pump. That's the way I've always done it. But if I want a little bit more of an accent, see my triplets? So then what I would do is I'm swiveling, and it's similar to a molar, except when I'm doing the molar, I demonstrated this before. A molar is that big, see, that's the difference. See the strokes for molar, they're big, they're long, they're powerful. If I'm just going to go, if I'm just going to glide. And that's why on my DVD, when I'm doing this, I call it a glide, because all I'm doing is glide my ankle. And of course, as I slow down, I take over the pump on that, and then it just seems to be a... See? that's much more relaxing than if I want to get triple. So there, I use a triplet that way, or double. Okay, so once again, it's always just slow. If I'm going to do swivel, generally, I'm just running on my pedal like this. Same as everybody else. Then I found there's a transition from that, you know, and then the other tranches. Still accepting the rebound. I'm physically playing it. So those kind of things. Hope that helps you guys, and we'll just testing out my iPhone 4S, something like that for 2012. Let's check it out.